Hi guys, so now I am answering a different question that was brought up during our live session yesterday, which is a very important question about the census. Okay, so you have probably noticed the news have talked about how the Trump administration wants to change the census. Okay, and I don't know the super exact details, but it has something to do with only interviewing people for the census who are citizens. Okay, so this has a lot of profound consequences. Okay, and obviously, I don't want to get into the negative connections this has to many things, because essentially, you see how the Trump administration treated Puerto Rico, because it's essentially obviously a Hispanic place, and I think I can see exactly what they would want to do with something, with this sort of fascist government, right? What they would want to do with that sort of information. Among the things they could do is to basically treat them to not acknowledge. Anyway, it's not actually, I shouldn't be thinking of negative things. I should just focus on the question. Okay, so the question is, will the Trump administration succeed in reshaping the U.S. census, the next census? Because it's one of the things the conservatives, the basically coup people, right? They're really pushing for this. They want to change the judiciary. They want to change the history of the U.S. as an immigrant nation, obviously. So that's one of the things they would do. So this is the question, right? Will the Trump administration succeed in changing the way the census is done? It's not going to happen now, but it would be for 2020. Okay, so let's see. Will the Trump administration succeed in changing the way the census is done? Just focus on, will the Trump administration succeed in changing the way the census is carried? Okay, but they would add this one question about citizenship. Will they succeed in doing that? Will the Trump administration succeed in changing the census? Will the Trump administration succeed in changing the census? Okay. So I'm going to do just like I did in the other reading just now, which is just Lenormand and Kipper cards, which I think are very concise. And okay. All right, so let's get to it. All right. Okay, so I'm cutting the cards. All righty, righty. Okay. Okay, so let's get started here. I think what I'm going to pull like the two types of card per position. As opposed to yesterday, I remember I did the whole thing one and the other. But let's see like this, how it works. I think it would work better. This is money. Okay, bear means boss or money. Main person could be Russia. I mean, I don't know, guys. Let me pull another card, because I feel like the census isn't necessarily about Russia. So this could be, yeah, but it is very clear, guys. It's boss and it's the Russia stuff. But let's see here. Meetings. Interesting. So it could be that there's something that they have decided, maybe with the help of the Russians. If it's saying here, okay, I can't ignore it. Okay, let me just put this here. All right, so that's the center. Let's see what's next here on the side. We have a change. Okay. And what do we have on top of it? A living room. So a change, interesting. The census would, of course, track intimately your living spaces and your family, so that makes sense. So they want to change or create a change in how that happens, the tracking happens. Then what do we have on top? We have the child, of course, Trump, right? On top, so the child boss or the child money. You know, it's interesting, guys, the other thing that I'm thinking of the Russia thing now. It's like the child has a boss and the boss is Russia. It's kind of like what it's saying here. Journey, interesting. Yeah, the foreign influence here, okay? I don't know why. They, it seems like, but it's a very, how do you say it? It's a very, it's not crazy to think that Russia is a racist, like has been pushing these racist ideas, right? So, but anyway, it's strange, okay? Money, lots of money or lots of people. This could also mean people, guys. So What do we have here? Occupation. Money for work. Interesting. We'll see. We'll see what this means. And so we have here on the side. You know what? Maybe should I clip these? I don't know. Let me try it. Maybe I should clip. Last time I didn't have my clips. Now I do. So let's see what happens. Sometimes the clips make it a little bit harder to see everything, but we'll see. See if I can connect. Yeah. So we have here the center, the lady. We have on top Trump, the child, and the foreign influence. Here. And then we have the bottom. On this side we have here change to living room, meaning create probably changes in the makeup of the American home or something. You could read it as something kind of sort of like that, okay? And then at the bottom we have the work and money, or the people tracking occupations and so forth, okay? It's so weird, guys. I feel like the whole thing, it's very sad, I think. And I think even if you're obviously legal immigrant like me, you would, it's very sad, okay, what they're pushing, because they want to change the idea of the U.S. as a nation of immigrants. But you know what? This is something I want to ask. I should ask this eventually. So anyway, so this is like this. Now let's go to the to this side here. What do we have public society, right? False. Oh my God, interesting. False. Yeah, they want to create a false. Yeah, they want to create. This is clear, guys. They want to create. Obviously, we know that, but this is the cards are saying clearly they want to create a false representation of the country. Obviously, because they know that, and this is the core, guys. That we all know this, right? I think that I don't know that I can call them Republicans anymore, because I don't know what they are. They're just like, it's like the whole thing is treason or whatever that is. So I feel like they want to create this false idea of society, okay? Now let's see next. On top right there, we'll have deal, okay? Decision or deal. Oh, court. They want to make a legal decision. Now let's see. This could also indicate what's coming, okay, for Trump. Because the question is, do they succeed in doing this? It could be that there's the court. A lot of people are already suing the government because of this, okay? So we'll see here what it shows. And then we have, okay, good. Sun, clarity. Okay, this is good, guys. Once this is showing here, once this is exposed, there's an ending. So this is good enough. Okay, I feel like this is not good, good enough in the sense that I think it tells me what I feel like. Okay. And then to the future here we have, guilt, right? Oh no, what? Guys, you're gonna love this. Oh no, what happens? Guilty dude goes to prison. No, don't do this. No. Oh. What? So yeah, guys, nope. There'll be no census change because child is gone to jail. Because child time is here. Oh no, I'm so sorry for him. I'm so sad. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna cope with this. I don't know. My God, so sad. So hard to deal. So sad. I'm so sad. Oh my God. What? Oh no. Look. The lion is eating the chocolate right now. I want to do the census. The lion's like, bitch, I'm hungry right now. What? Oh my God, what? No. Stop. So, yeah, so this is, guys, let's just look at the top here, the sequence of events. So there's like some, some legal decision about the child because of his foreign influence. He's found guilty and goes to prison. Oh no, no. No, don't do that. What? So yeah, guys. So yeah, no, there is no change, but because we know you get yeah, because we know. So, so yeah, bitch wants to change the census. You're gonna jail first, bitch. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm putting I try to do things quickly, but I feel like, actually this is actually very helpful. Look, yeah. So change to the way that the the living place is recorded. There's an influence and money or direction from Russia stuff, okay? And they want to create a false society, essentially, okay? It's like a false idea of society, okay? So that they can like enact their bullshit. Because essentially, guys, the truth is the reason is not just racism. Well, I think it is racism through and through, but it's that they know that minority, quote unquote, voters never vote for them. So they just want to get rid of minorities. I think this is why, essentially, this explains why they went this direction. Is that before I don't know, I felt like, yeah, now it's just so obvious, okay, especially with Obama, after Obama, that it's going to be harder for them to continue with this. So they just decided to just go and try to eliminate literally people of color, okay? So I haven't even, it's funny, guys, it's like I'm acting as if the reading was done, but it's not. Let's see here at the end. Oh, look, the gentleman, the deal. I don't know, marriage, okay, let's see. I wonder, this could be Chris Kobach, this could be, let's see another, because I don't like, if I haven't really, House, yeah. Money to the White House deal here. The man got money to the White. I feel like there's going to be it's going to come out eventually at some point that there was a deal that made it happen. The White House people got money to do this, to make this change, okay? Yeah, so it makes sense. I'm just going to show you this, guys. So, yeah, so I pulled out 2 more cards just so you know, but it doesn't really change the meaning, kind of. Really. So at the end here, we have the bottom. We have, once this becomes public, there's an ending, okay? They're not going to succeed. And what they really wanted was to account for the work of people. It could also be the amount of people who are working here, okay? Or, I mean, I don't want to be, well, I guess we could be alarmists like this with them, right? And be like, okay, they actually wanted to find out who these people were so that they could create an ending for them to all the millions and thousands of people who work here. Maybe it could be that they're illegal, or that it was just a way to figure out what people do, okay? But essentially, maybe this is just the idea of the census, but there's money here involved for the White House. I think there's an external, they're being rewarded somehow, maybe secretly, to carry on with this stuff. And guys, actually, if it's true what the cards is saying, that Russia somehow, or foreign power, is also involved in this, because, this whole thing with Cambridge Analytica, the big scandal, among the many shady things, is that it has come out that essentially this Republican database was shared with the Russians, with this Russian oil company, which is essentially an arm of the Russian intelligence. So this could be like, we want this to continue. We want you to keep giving us data about the U.S. population, okay? So it could be this too, okay? All right, so again, guys, just to confirm that it doesn't really matter, because in the end, it doesn't happen because of this. Like I said, the child is found guilty and goes to prison. It's illegal. And the guilt becomes public, as does the money, okay? So here. So there's no need. I feel like it's showing here that no, it's not going to work, okay? Because we have here, okay, this is on top. It doesn't actually matter that I put it here. So the sentence is going to be public. The people that are fake are going to be found guilty. And the money that went to the White House, right, is going to also become public. So yeah, so I would think this is a no, guys. Okay? Yeah, it's very clear. It's a no. So I'm going to stop here. Question about the census. Okay, bye.